Hey vlog number 3.
Episode 3.
So I can't though. Hey guys, episode 3. I don't want to do that. That's stupid. That's horrible. I can't do this because I got beat up. Can't do this because I have carny hands. I can't do this because I'm in a gang. So I'm just going to say, hey vlog, episode number 3. So at the end of the last vlog, we talked about Better Together, this concert we put on to bring hope to our community and raise some funds for the Hurricane Harvey victims. So I get a call from my friend Kyle. You know Kyle. He calls me up and says, hey, I have this contact for concerts, and we're trying to decide if this is something we want to get into. And so this contact lives in Nashville, and Kyle called him, told him exactly what we're trying to do, what we're trying to figure out, if this is something we should dive into. And the guy said, absolutely, I can help you. Come on up to Nashville and we'll talk. So Kyle did what he does and says, absolutely, we'll be there. We'll be there at the beginning of January. So he calls me up, says, hey, this guy's willing to meet with us. Let's go check him out.
What's up, everybody? We're going to Nashville.
I love road trips. I love them because you get to see beautiful countryside, you make stupid jokes, you eat places you normally wouldn't, and that's literally my favorite thing to do. So we're driving and we're in Little Rock enjoying this wonderful barbecue place called Sim's Barbecue. It is delicious. Cheryl was our waitress, and she was the funniest waitress we have come across in a long time. If you're in Little Rock, go check out Sim's Barbecue. Anyway, we're sitting there enjoying these fall off the bone ribs, and we get this email from our contact that said, hey, sorry, I'm gonna have to reschedule an appointment that we had for, it was literally the next day.
Tomorrow.
Kyle, so tell us what just happened.
So we had this meeting scheduled for tomorrow with an agency that at the last minute they canceled because they had an urgent meeting with For King and Country. And so I was quite honestly depressed, didn't really know what to do. And so JJ, our man of the hour, had a contact with a guy named Chris who works for Compassion as their marketing and promotions director. And so, yeah, I was bitter for the last hour, just kind of over here crying. And then, so I called him and asked him if he's cool with this last minute meeting. And so we just got a meeting scheduled for tomorrow at noon.
We went there thinking we'll have some sort of meeting, and we ended up with 4 phenomenal meetings.
And it's going to be a busy day, but remember, if nothing's happening, you make something happen.
So first Kyle gets this email or text message saying that Mark Townsend knows a talent agent in Nashville that's only been there for about 3 days. Amazing. Already replaced the one appointment that we weren't going to have. Excellent. JJ gets a call from his friend Michael Smith saying that he knows the guy who runs Compassion International's concerts. Now, this is Compassion International. They do 100 concerts a year, raising funds, raising awareness for the community that they're in. And they're all over the world. That's exactly what the Forgotten People and Better Together and Know the Fight, that's exactly what we're looking to do. This meeting was the turning point and if we should do this or not.
God's going to navigate y'all's path, and I think you're doing the right things of just asking questions, and you have already been wildly successful. I mean, you've taken a step that people only dream of, and we see it as insignificant, you know. But if you sold a concert that had 100 people, some people never do that in their life.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to start smaller. When I say 1,000 to 1,200, 1,500, that's no easy task.
So Kyle keeps emailing the entire ride, and we finally get an amazing email back directly from John Mays, which is the vice president of A&R at Centricity Music. Centricity Music is the record label for Lauren Daigle.
When you don't give the answers as I cry out to you, I will trust, I will trust, I will trust in you.
Jordan Felice.
Let's get washed by the water, and rise up in amazing grace. Let's go down, down, down to the river.
Unspoken. Unspoken right now is one of my favorite bands.
God Almighty, you are worthy, and higher, higher, higher.
So if you're watching, hook me up, Unspoken. He emails back, sure, I'll meet with you. I'm here from this time to this time. Come on in. I'm telling you, the meeting that we had with him was inspirational. He had great things to say.
Where the win happens, I think, is when you need eyeballs and ears and hearts, and that's artists are in front of those people. You need those people, and they need resources to get in front of those people and deliver what they think is a good night. So in that intersection, it's messy, but what's in there is what you're both looking for. So maybe you're asking the question, what, I guess it's a service you provide, or what ministry element would an artist really care about out of what we do?
So after John Mays, we went and saw Vicky Vargas. Vicky Vargas has been in nonprofit organizations for years. She broke out as a musical talent manager. She just so happened to be there just a few days before we got there. She thought she was meeting up with the band, but she wasn't. She was meeting up with us. She had no idea that we actually knew her from when she lived in Houston. She said, I'm meeting with this guy named Kyle, and I'm supposed to help you out to do something. She didn't know what it was. She just knew that she was needed for help, and she showed up. I come off the elevators meeting her at the Omni in Nashville, and my mind is blown. I can't believe I've known this girl for 7-8 years, and we're meeting right there in Nashville. This is what I was talking to her about when we met up. I didn't care if she could help us or not, but she was a faith marker to me that we're on the right path. Each meeting we went to, it actually kind of confirmed that we have a stronger foundation to do this kind of thing than we thought we did. We thought we were just at the bottom rung, but we're probably on a rung of 1 to 100. We're probably number 27. I believe that there's a purpose to how this really worked out. How the first guy that canceled on us, come to find out, he probably wouldn't have been able to help us as much. But because of the fact that we decided we're not going to count this as a waste and find out what we can do to make something happen, we came together and came out with an amazing day. Now, we had all 4 of these meetings in the same day. We drove up to Nashville one day, had the 4 meetings in another day, and then drove home the next. It was a busy 3 days.